What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk all about how to start a fat loss journey, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a bunch of actionable, tangible steps that you can use, especially if you're just getting started out, to get going in the right direction, okay? So first and foremost, just to jump right in, the number one thing I want to key in on is be in a caloric deficit, okay? So caloric deficit. All right, so you want to be, somewhere between like probably a 15 to 20% deficit. I think a lot of people initially, when they first get started, they think they just need to eat less just to eat less. When in reality, when you do that, the only thing that you're going to do is, yes, you will lose some weight in the short term, but you're really going to mess up your metabolism, meaning it's going to be harder for you to lose weight past that, right? You're going to hit a plateau. And then when you do start eating more food, you're probably going to be very susceptible to put that weight back on because your metabolism is so slow, all right? So you want to be in a caloric deficit, but a calculated one, about 15 to 20%, okay? Number two would be more whole foods. Start eating more whole foods, and then we want to follow the 80-20 rule, okay? So start eating more whole foods, and whole foods are anything that was either living or grown here on planet Earth, just to keep things simple. And then our 80-20 rule is making sure we're eating 80% whole foods, right? And then leaving 20 or 30% or so for our junkier foods, for cookies, cakes, stuff that we like to indulge in, right? So we can keep our sanity. All right, next we're going to talk about is training, okay? You want to train 2 to 5 times per week, okay? Per week, okay? So training 2 to 5 times per week, meaning, if you're going to train 2, you're probably a really busy person. You're probably working 70 hours a week or 80 hours a week, or you're working 50 hours a week and you have a family and you just got a lot of shit going on, all right? And then if you're training 5 times a week, maybe you're a little bit more of, you just like to get in the gym more. Maybe you are busy, but you like to get in the gym more, but you have time for it in your schedule, right? You want it to be something that you can actually do, something you can sustain. So if you're somebody who works a ton, right, and you're always busy, getting to the gym 5 times a week probably isn't going to be optimal for you, okay? Next, what I want to talk about with you guys as well is just upping your NEAT. So NEAT. Okay, some of you have probably heard this acronym before, but NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Excuse me. Okay, we're good. So NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is basically just anything you're going to do that's going to keep you active that isn't quote-unquote exercise, okay? So this is daily walks, this is going on hikes, this is doing yard work, this is taking the stairs instead of the elevator. This is just anything you can think of, right, that you can get out and be active that wouldn't require you being on a cardio machine, running laps at a track, or doing your workouts, okay? So upping your NEAT is very, very crucial, right? Because the goal here with fat loss is just to get you to be more active. So especially for somebody who's always sedentary, you work a job where you're always sitting at your desk, you're working at a computer, getting up and being more active is going to be huge for you. Okay. And then lastly, what I want to talk about with you guys is making sure you're getting enough water in each day, and then as well as sleeping, okay? So water and sleep. So 1 gallon water and 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Okay, so water is very crucial, right? Because our bodies are made of 75% water, but it's also going to help us feel hydrated, fill us up more throughout the day, make us feel more satiated as well. And then when we're sleeping 7 to 9 hours, this is very, very important, probably one of the most important pieces on here, right? Because recovery is just as important as it is for us to get in the gym and to eat right. And if we are sleeping less than 6 or 7 hours a night consistently, it's going to be much, 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 much harder on our bodies to lose that weight, lose that body fat, versus if we were getting ample amount of sleep, all right? So these are just some simple, very easy, tangible steps that you guys can implement today into your lives that are going to help you get started on your fat loss journey and sustain the results that you get long term, okay? So remember, caloric deficit, start eating more whole foods, 80-20 rule, train 2 to 5 times per week, start being more active on a daily basis, get 1 gallon of water in, and sleep 7 to 9 hours a night, and you're gonna be on your way to getting that body that you've always wanted. All right, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
We'll be right back.